guys, I'm back and today we have a super special book because I made it. It's called The King and the Festival by Lizzy. So, me and my tutor made this, and if you hear any of these words that I'm about to say, put the keyword special book in the comments. Lizzy's writing challenge, and these are the words. I did it from the 17th of May 2022 to the 21st of June 2022. Can you find these words? Bull, king, egg, sock, girl, frog, kite, leaf, fish, rake, cake, sunny, palace, starry, moonlight, key, vase and cup. So let's start. The fussy king was looking for a bright and colourful pair of socks because he looked outside and noticed it was a bright and perfect day for the fun, festive egg hunt. So he called the queen and proudly said, "It's a perfect day for the fun festival egg hunt." "You're right," the queen replied. "I'll put up posters." "What about you?" "I don't know. I'll just get ready and see how much time I have left. Then I'll meet you at the festival." At first, he found a bright but dodgy and broken sock. Then he looked again and found a perfect pair. They were red, pink and yellow. Then he found his red party cape and said, "I don't want to get it dirty. Maybe I should wear my blue one." After he found his blue cape with gold tassels, he looked up for a perfect shirt. Then he looked in his closet one more time to see what shirts he had had. First, he found his holiday shirt and said, "This isn't a holiday, it's a festival. I'm going to wear my two different coloured blue and gold shirt because it matches my cape, which is perfect for the festival." Just at that moment, the king looked at his bedroom clock and noticed the festival was about to start. But he also noticed the festival can't start without the king and queen. So he yelled, "Butler! Call a limo this instant!" But the butler quickly called a limo in shock while yelling, "Got it!" On the way to the fun festive egg hunt, the king's very fancy limo ran out of gas. The king was freaking out because he was already late. He said, "What am I going to do? This is a disaster." Then the calm driver said, Calm down. What about we call a tow truck to get us to the festival?" Then the king said, "That would be a great idea. Who's going to do it?" "I'll do it," the driver said. So the driver called a tow truck to take them to the festival. When they got there, they saw that the queen was completely fed up with waiting because she was always waiting patiently for the king when he is late. The queen yelled, "Do you think I'm happy?" The king silently waited 3 seconds, then quietly replied, "No, I'm sorry." The queen was annoyed and exclaimed, "Oh well, let's just get this thing started." They cut the soft red ribbon, which symbolises the opening of the egg hunt. First, they did the egg hunt And just like the yearly tradition, they used little foam balls instead of real chocolate eggs. The chocolate eggs were kept in the freezer so they didn't melt on the hot day. This was a big success because everyone enjoyed it, apart from some kids who sadly didn't find many eggs. Ooh, oopsie. Next was the boat races in the fish pond. But just before the race started, the contestants noticed there were some frogs in the fish ponds. The frogs were jumping everywhere around and blocking the boat's path as if there was an iceberg. Everyone worked together to move them with their soft bare hands. Once the frogs were gone, they started the race. After the boat race was the kite flying competition, and everyone joined in quickly and eagerly. But when they got to the park, there were brown, messy leaves everywhere. Kids were jumping in the leaves, trying to get their kites, but luckily for the park rangers, there were sheds with the rakes in them all around the park. So they started raking all the leaves when a little girl shyly asks, "May I please help you?" "Of course, honey," one of the park rangers said. "Thank you," said the little girl. So they finished the cleanup by the power of teamwork. When the kite flying finished, it was cake time, everyone's favourite part of the festival. Obviously, the king and queen were sitting in front of the cake. Before they cut the cake for the kingdom, the queen stood before the king's feet and the king asked, "What are you doing, dear?" "It's fine," stated the queen. Okay, stuttered the king, and then the queen smashed the king's head into the cake, yelling, "Food fight!" So everyone got up and started throwing food from the festival everywhere. After the food fight, when the royals got home to their very fancy palace on a cold, starry night, in the bright moonlight, the shivering king yelled, "Butler, let us in! I left my key at the festival and the queen doesn't have one." So the royals' butler ran over very quickly and got his key to let the royals in. When the royals got inside their palace, they moved into the living room with the warm, cozy fireplace, when suddenly there was a knock on the door. The queen answered it and got some flowers with a note that said, "From the little girl who helped clean the park." This brightened her day. She put them in her new special vase while the king drank a cup of hot chocolate, and they lived happily ever after. The end. And I just missed the blurb, so I'll just read that to you now. The king and queen are having some issues. The festival isn't ready. So if you like that book, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you would like another one, let's get this video to from how many subscribers we have now to 10. How about that? Deal? Shake on it? Okay, bye!